Right, here we go. I have my fan on, I'm afraid, but I've done a lot more since I last did this. Not sure about the black, but apparently it's there, so I don't know. I need to find, the cat has been on top of this table. Obviously I didn't have this here, but so he has a thing for my washi tape. Now this is my lovely Untamed washi tape, and I found it halfway across the bedroom floor, so luckily I found it. Right, so I pulled out, that one's okay I think for a bit, but this one was starting to bug me, so I pulled out the glue dot and I'm refilling it. And so what I do is I pull out a whole and I stretch it, and then sometimes I add two, but I want it to be quite even in so many ways, because I don't want it like shrinking on one side, like that side is more shrinking. So this is where I'll stuff it in, and I will push it down deep, or fairly deep. God, that's a noisy brute. Right, and now let's just see, because I might need another one. Right, we're on to this square now. These are the Great Royal Mail release papers from there, so it's freebies. All right, oh goodness, and here I go starting to yawn again. Oh dear. Let's put that one down. There we go. That'll do. And I'll bring that one across. Whoops-a-daisy. And I shall reuse this one. There we go, and I shall just put that last little bit there. Right, so let's see if I've got enough on this one. So we shall... Oh, stop yawning. I haven't had my cup of tea for today, that's why. Let's try and find... Well, one I know where I can find is this one. Sometimes I wonder whether I'm going to have enough of these, because some of them are pretty low. Right, let's see, have I got enough? Oh, I think I might have. Yes. And the good thing is, if I feel as if I haven't, I can always add more. Oops. Right, is that all the 7s? Oh dear, this is so small. I know what I'm having problems with is because, silly muppet that I am, I need to put the light pad underneath. Might help a bit, she says. Might not. Right, so I think that's all the 7s. Now what I tend to do is, this is the Mascheraris Muse Diamond Art Club. Obviously it's rounds. There's a heck of a lot of colours. Right, I tend to look up here and see which colours I need, and then I'll place them up here. Oh, I best set this off. So this time I'm going to do it to 45, because that's roughly how long I give it, and I've remembered this early on. So my timer. So I tend to look at these and see. Right, so I need that one, so I put the ones that I want. I always do the iridescent ones later, after. And I need, what else do I need? Oh dear, I need to stop yawning. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Right, so it's not that one. Now, these two, I get slightly confused. I think circles, black circle, but of course it's a white circle, and that one's a black square. But, I don't think it shows much. See, this one is slightly, I'm just going to have one check. Let's just pull one of these up and just double check. I'm pretty certain. Or have I got the wrong ones? Ah, I have. Thought that was looking a little bit out of sorts. So, they are wrong. Oh, Mother McCready. Yep. These are the ones I did first, if I remember rightly, and then I did the other ones. I should have realised, considering it's got a light background and that one had a dark background. What a pain. It will make all the difference, because that does look, now I'm seeing it in the light of day, it does look. And at some point in your diamond painting career, life, you will do the same. Hopefully not for a while, and hopefully not as badly as I've done this, but guaranteed at some point. That's why perhaps we should always go through the drills, familiarising ourselves with them first. Now these are all going to be slightly sticky, so they're not going to go in the pot that well, and then they'll stick to others. So and of course, because they're rounds and tweezers, it's a little bit harder. I mean, I can do it, it just takes... that one was in completely the wrong one. That one was in a... Oh, dear. Don't know how long this is going to take, but... And typically I can see the cat manoeuvring. Trying to get to the window. Oh, she's got to the window. Oh, I really could be not having to do this. Knickers. Oh, I'm glad I checked that up. I was looking at that and thinking that's a little bit wrong. I didn't notice it last night, but I was pretty tired yesterday. Oh dear. Get in. And what's that little mark? I found a couple of these drills have had more of a concave base, not totally flat. So I mean, these ones, yeah, got a slight curve to them. Oh dear, is this it? Right. Oops. Ah. Where did he fly to? Oh, landed on me. Right, I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. Where I had that funny bit, I put in those. Slightly odd, but it's a slightly darker version of these. I think if I perhaps put one of these colours in there, it'd probably look better. So come the end, the very end, if I have any of those colours left, I will swap them over. Right, so that one. Let's have the green out and make amends. Right. I think I might need another glue dot. Yeah, it's not kind of picking up on the unless I do it first. Nope. Now that looks a lot better, doesn't it? All right. Do I need any of these over here? Yes, I do. I might as well just do it while I'm here, mightn't I? My eyesight is not good. I'll probably have to visit the opticians, get a new prescription. It always costs me, because I really need the ones with the reactor light, and I can't really afford to do it just yet. I've got to save up a little bit more for it. I'm still in shot. Yes, I did a fair bit off cam yesterday. That's including the muck up. I think that's that. Now, 39. Now let's use this one, 3. Now it's the power sockets. I've only got a few of these, so I might as well just oops, only need a few, and they all fell out in. Now, oh no, a few down there. But you can see ones and shouting, "You missed one! You missed one!" A few trashy bits which have oops, extra bits on them. Right, where else? Right, that'll do. Don't want that bit, that's another trashy bit. Yes, a fair bit of trash I've been finding so far, and I've only got this far in. This is like the hourglass. Oh, thank you very much. Anybody that knows me, I'm a very big fan of Modao Zushi, which is the Untamed, the Chinese series that has been on Netflix. I started watching it though when it was on YouTube, and that was better, I thought, because I think the one on Netflix has been adapted a little bit, shall we say. Bits have been cut out. And there are 2 versions on YouTube. There's one called the Special Edition, and then there's the standard one. And don't watch the Special Edition. It starts off in a wrong place as far as I'm concerned. And I mean, I've watched both of them just to sort of see which one I thought was best, and definitely the Untamed standard version was better. It was a little bit longer. had more, you understood a little bit more. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were still some bits missing because it's supposed to be like a kind of a love story between the two main leads, but because they're both boys, men, and China's censorship, they aren't allowed to show that, so they have to, it has to pass through several stages of censorship to get through that. So it has come out as a more of a friendship, a brotherly friendship than, you know, relationships. But then in places you can definitely see that it's about a relationship and stuff. But then in other points it's sort of, there's a few empty spots where you have to kind of like guess a little bit, but not badly. But in comparison to the special edition version, which misses out even bigger chunks, you know, because at the start of the don't mean to do spoiler alerts, but the start of the Untamed Normal standard one, it starts off with Weeing, the main character, being reincarnated back into the body of this other chap who gives his body over to him. Whereas in the special edition, it starts straight at the school in Gusu, where Weeing first meets Lanzhan. And so we sort of miss out quite a bit. But don't get me wrong, there are some rather good scenes. I mean, if you're that way inclined, I mean, in the special edition, the scene in the cold water pool, when they're healing after being whacked, you know, punished, you do actually get to see Lanzhan, i.e. Wang Yibo's nipple. Whoops, wrong one, nearly doing it again. And I am doing it again because I'm talking about what I like and I get sidetracked talking of Lanzhan's nipple. Whoa. And you don't get to see that in the other one. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do get to see his body, but it's a serious lack of nipples. And with these boys, these lads, men, you kind of like don't want to miss out on that. But well, it's got Chinese subs, so subtitles, so you do have to you know, watch and read, and while you're reading you might miss certain things. But I mean, I've watched it I don't know how many times now, so I kind of like know roughly. I don't have to look up at the screen, so to speak, because I know roughly which scene we're at, what is the general gist of the story. So I tend to put it on when I'm diamond painting. Yeah, I look up occasionally, but you know, I don't need to that much. So yeah, but it's about, there's 50 episodes in the standard edition. They're all about 45 minutes long, so it's a good old binge watch. And I have binge watched it, oh gosh, I don't know how many times. Definitely over 10. Definitely over 10. And I've also got the DVD collection of it, because I didn't want it to go off screen without me having, you know, being able to watch it again, you know. Yes, I could always watch it on YouTube, but after a while it might sort of, I would see that, have my version of it, and I saved up and budgeted for that. So on my other site, which is here, Carpe Diem does budgeting, it's really original there. I've got my little envelopes that I saved up and did and made. And that has paid for my books. So I've got the 2 Moda Azushi books, there's 7 more to come out at certain times. And I also got the Heaven's Official Blessing version book of that as well. And I've got Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, as in the cartoon version, which they did as well. I've got series 1 and 2 of that. I'm waiting for series 3 to come out on DVD, and then I'll get that. And another one I've got, which I like, is Word of Honor. That one's good. You know, another sort of equally long version story, another 50 sort of episodes. But very good. Highly recommended, as they say. Now, where's that one gone? I haven't brought it out. Red arrow. Side arrow. There it is. Right. I'm going to have to move this noisy stuff and swap it over for all of this. I shall do that off screen, so hopefully by the next time you see it, it will be done. Because it is noisy, isn't it? What did I do with that? That's what I used last time. Dull the sound a little bit and a bit more comfortable for me. I'm not sticking to it, which in turn means it doesn't rise up a lot and make that noise. Now I'm doing one place and I could use 3, but oh dear, this is not good. I'm so tired. Wow. Yeah, well, it's another sunny day and warm. Without that fan on, I'm afraid I would be roasting away. Oh dear. Nice thing. Oh, good, we're in England. Nice damp weather. Damp climate. Not too hot. You know, there's it, then it would be in, like, say, the south of France or Spain or Crete or anywhere like that. But blimey, that's all I can say. It's still warm. Could do with a siesta. Right, oh yeah, I was watching a YouTube this morning as I kind of like wake up and I sort of check Yahoo News for all the updates for the day, and then I go onto YouTube and I was caught watching one video on there. Don't ask me why, it just sort of seemed to appeal, and it was one about the universe, and it was one of the this new telescope that's been sent out into space, and then it went to sort of some sort of finding that they reckon that our universe is in a bubble within a bubble. So we've sort of got a sort of a gaseous type bubble that we're surrounded in, which then is turned into a lot of bubbles. And they reckon that the universe could be made up of lots and lots of bubbles somehow. And all I could think of was, well, blow you, flipping Boris Johnson. When we were in lockdown and you said, you know, we could have a bubble, We already had one. But yeah, just stupid little thoughts that cross your mind, and you just sort of think, okay, but never mind, eh? It's all a joke, it's all a scream, it's all a whatever. Life, the universe, and all that. Yeah. We just have to get on with it and live with what we've got and deal with what we can. We can make certain dreams come true, but you know, the thing to a happy life is just letting go and, you know, going with the flow, which yes, you can change it up a bit. You don't have to always go with the flow. Nothing's set in stone. So yeah, life is strange. Just blocks of time. Are we headed into the future, or are we headed into the past? In the past, I've seen some documentaries where mainly ancient Egypt way, you know, all these extra things that were being found, you know, various Rosetta Stone and these other stone walls that they found, these carvings in, and talking about flight and planes, it looks like, because they've carved these drawings of them long before that they were even, you know, even in Da Vinci's eyes. And I think they found an old style type of battery for the power in ancient Egypt. Not as you think a battery is, but you know, I reckon the Ark of the Covenant was one of these such type of batteries. And so, you know, they had all this knowledge and all this, you know, mad stuff going on, which, you know, we think we're the blooming creators of. And we tend to look back at history a lot of the time, look back at history with our modern eyes and think we were the only ones that could work out these things. But actually, thinking about it, we're so flipping slow. We're not as clever as we think we are. So it's a case of, you know, let's stop being arrogant and thinking we're, you know, all that, you know, we are wonderful and so clever and everything else like that, because in comparison, the ancient Egyptians, whose engineering skills were phenomenal, you know, we are just a mere speck. Yeah, so that's why I think, you know, we could be, we're not coming from the past, we're heading back to the past, because we're trying to attain all these dreams that they once had. But well, yes, now which one should I do? Have I got fives? No. Oh, I can do that one, the one that I usually get confused. 3 110s, and the cat is just sat on the windowsill, zizzing away. Bless her. She's been a bit bolshy recently. That's all I can say. I mean, she's always been a bit nervous because she's a rescue cat, and she had such a really, and I mean really rough first few months of life, you know, where she was neglected and kicked out on the streets when she was pregnant. She got herself pregnant, and she was abused, kicked, and, you know, totally and utterly nastily abused, had all kinds of things done to her. And so she's been very nervous, and she had to have an operation on her bowel because one of the beatings that she had ruptured that. And yeah, so she's still a bit whatever from that. And then she sort of like improved a bit, you know. I took her on, and we sort of, you know, I didn't overly, you know, pamper her as such. I mean, I pampered her, but I didn't, you know, I let her do her thing. And, you know, so she didn't feel, she felt safe. So I didn't, you know, but I would, you know, stroke her and pat her, and she's got so used to that. She got used to that. And so she was very nice and friendly and stuff. And but past few months she's been a little bit odd. She's been more attacking more. I mean, she used to attack you a bit at any rate, but, you know, it'd be friendly kind of fire. But now she's been attacking you, and she's been really not happy. So I think it's possibly time to take her to the vets to get a little bit of a checkup and just check that she's not suffering in any way, which is making her short-tempered. So I have to do that. So I'll probably do that Monday. We'll phone up the vets and make an appointment. Yeah. And just hope it doesn't cost too much. But if it does, it does. So be it. I don't want her being unwell. She's which is strange because she's also very protective of me, even though she attacks me. She if I go downstairs to get something or anything like that, she follows me down and waits for me, and then waits on the stairs, and then if I start coming up, she would go up a few steps, stop, turn around, look at me and see me coming, you know, following her, then she continues, which is rather sweet. But she so she does things like that, so I know she cares about me, and she's listening to all this. I know she can't help it. She's a little bit under the weather, I think. But she is getting on a bit, so, you know, her old wounds might be, you know. She's lived with them for so long, where she's dealt with them, and the pain and whatever else, the discomfort that might bring, whereas after a certain while, you know, you grow tired of trying to be strong, and I think it's coming out now with her. But well, yes. So she's such a beautiful cat. So funny, because before I broke my leg, I used to go up to the post box, which was be at the top of the road, and I would only go out, you know, late at night basically, because I didn't want to go out and meet people because we were in a bit of a lockdown, but I had to get these parcels out, and I used it as my exercise. It took me, you know, it's only about 5 minutes up the road, but it would take me a good, what, half an hour, sometimes a little bit more, to go up there with my stick and because my back. And so but I'd walk on up there and she would walk with me, and I'd sort of, you know, make meowing sounds and she would follow me. And then when I posted the letters, we would turn back and we'd come home again. And she got ever so good at crossing at the crossing, at the zebra crossing. You know, sometimes I'd crossed and she was just like, she'd just gone off on one because, you know, she'd see something out of the corner of her eye and she would shoot off and then she'd come back. And she did this, and she realised that I crossed the road, and so she came to the crossing. The car had come, but she was on the crossing. The car had to stop. He didn't have to because it's a cat, but he did. And she just continued to walk straight across the crossing. I think people knew me and the cat up here. They were very careful. Yeah. And if I go uptown, she sits and waits outside. So it's nice. Except I'm now trying to remove a bloody cat hair from my flipping painting. Yeah. Oh dear. I have a horrible feeling that thingamajig's going to go off in a minute, and it's going to wake me up. Oh no, we've just got about 10 more minutes. Well, I haven't done too badly. I think my square is obviously quite big for, I've got to do him. So have I got all the P's? Guaranteed not to have. There will always be one that I've missed. And look, there's some F's I've missed. Sometimes it's like I go, you know, symbol blind. And look, there's some more F's. Have I done F's? No, I did those ones, that's why. Right, we'll do F's now. I'm getting confused, thinking I'd done F's. It's because it's a blue colour. Oh, golly. Kid's just walking up the street with a guitar on his back in one of those cases. But because you couldn't see his head, he just looked like he had a strange head. Reminded me of those thumb people in Spy Kids. Yes. Well. Ah, dear. Oh, come on. I don't feel as if I'm getting much of that fan. Oh, it's because I've got it facing my... I have to keep turning it to where I am. Because if I'm on my bed at night time, I have it facing there. I hadn't faced it back. Oh, that's better. I could do with air conditioning, but I have to get one of those portable ones. Mind you, I think I probably could get one away with one in here because I could have the window open. But then it's sort of a case of, you know, do you get too used to it and then your body, you know, acclimatizes to that? See, that's why I always wonder about having a fan on at night and my overheating, because, you know, my body heats up to try and warm up because the fan is making me cool, and I'm caught in that cycle. But yet, to turn the fan off, oh my God. Yes, it might take a little while to acclimatise back again, to a proper thing, but oh dear, I don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could. I think my thermostat is well and truly bust right now. Right, let's find that triangular. Right, we need E's. Well, not those kind of E's, obviously. T's. Oh, we do need a couple of those hashes. Ah, hash and E's. Have we got L, S and D here? Then we've got the full shebang, haven't we? My God. A downward arrow. Ah, is that one? That's the other one I want. No, no. I need that one, that weird triangle arrow sort of pointing upwards to the corner. Down arrow. Ah. I need T's. I need 9s. Where's the X? There's the X. That one, the minus sign. Have I got that one? I've got the upward facing one. I need the downward facing triangle. There. Right, that'll do for now. And I need Y. I think I've only got one Y. Why, oh why, Delilah? Got to have my Weetabix. Right, there's the Y. 17. The minus will have, oh, I need equals as well. Do I need that sign? Yes, we've got the equals. I need that one. Oh, I'll do the rest in a minute. All right, so we're on to minus. Quite a few of these. Slightly dark in colour. Uh-oh, not there. There, need to put it on a... Golly. We're on the minuses. Come on, just put them on the minuses. Oh, my ankle is playing up. Oh, God. Always in this position. Well, I think that's that. We can always come back. Right, 32. There. We'll have the equals now. I might have to do the multiplacer. Oh, Jesus. Right, well, every time I end up jumping and saying, oh, Jesus. I'm not religious. Right, so I have got that far. I've got to finish that one in. I've rechanged all these around so they look loads better. So I've got this far, which isn't too bad. So on that note, I shall say bye-bye. Please comment, like and subscribe. And if you've got this this same diamond art pattern picture, what do you think of it? Do you like it? I'm not too sure about the excess bit of what not called, the excess bit of, and I've just turned the light off, glue that's sort of around the edges, which hasn't quite got thingamajig, because it's poured glue. I'm gonna have to see if I can cut that with my scalpel and peel it back. You know, I mean, I know you can do that with the double-sided tape, because I've done it before to the double-sided tape, but I haven't ever done it or needed to with a poured glue one, because it's poured glue, and the excess bit that you usually get around the edges, I mask that off, and then, you know, because I frame it or whatever, it's covered. So yes, any ideas of how to get this extra glue off, please comment and let me know. Okay, thanks again. Bye bye.